Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Streampunks Presents Noirvel. I am your narrator, Noirvel, Hide. I am super excited to have you all back here. First off, I want to take the time to say thank you to all of the Aux crew who helped us earlier this month with our direct relief charity event. You guys came in clutch. I cannot tell you how absolutely proud I am to be a member of this community. Together, we were able to raise $12,069.69. And that's because of you guys. So truly and honestly, thank you. That said, let's get to the most important part of every story, and that, of course, are the people who tell it. Please, folks, introduce yourself, your character, and if you have any announcement, go ahead and feel free to drop them right when you choose. I believe in popcorning, so I'm going to bully somebody, and then they get to bully somebody back. It's paying it forward, and I've got to bully Drac. Like I got to. So, Drax, go ahead and get us started.
Hi, I'm Jack or Draconics. You can find me on all socials at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. I do everything and anything ttrpg related. That's actually play production, actually play performing, like I'm doing here. Ttrpg writing that I do every so often. But specifically today, I'm playing Moment, our alien lizard time slipping, time traveling friend. Stuff that I want to announce. Nothing really major. I'm here every Monday. If you like Pathfinder 2nd Edition and you like gods, check out Pathfinder 2nd Edition Lost Omens Divine Mysteries. I got to write several of the gods in that, including Lamashtu, which is very cool because Lamashtu was, when I first played Pathfinder for the first time, my first ever Pathfinder character worshipped Lamashtu. So it's very cool that I got to then write for the start of my Pathfinder journey. But yeah, I'm working on a ton of other stuff, but if you just follow me on socials, that's DRAKONIQUES on most socials. All of that plus itch.io, itch.io on Blue Sky. Yep, that's the one. You can check out what I'm doing and figure out what I'm doing at any given moment. But I'm going to then popcorn it over to the person who introduced me to Pathfinder, Jake.
Hello. I was looking for the Lamashtu page, but yes, hello. My name is Jake. I am the co-owner of Alt Haven, the channel in which you're watching this on. If you are familiar with the channel, you know a lot of the stuff I do. But something we have just recently started doing is Wet Palette Wednesdays, which is every Wednesday. We are painting miniatures, statues, little things like that. Right now, I currently have a dragon head in the printer that we are currently printing out a dragon head that can be mounted to the wall. It's very cool. And so once that's done, we will start painting that. And then on Fridays, which I have been notified that I need to change the abbreviation, but as of right now, it's Filthy Casual Fridays. I have been informed, yes, as Chad is hashtagging FCFs. Filthy Casual Fridays is where I play video games, play random stuff. So we've done a little bit of Endgame in Path of Exile, and we have done, we played some Marvel Rivals, and Zach from the Noirvel universe came on last week and played. Right now, my favorite thing right now is everyone Googling FCF to figure out what it is.
Yeah, I don't. Is it free cash flow? That's what I'm getting.
No, the inefficiency and liquidity ratio.
Fellowship of Christian Firefighters. What is that?
There you go. I just put it in our chat. But yes, so join me. It's a little bit late for everyone, as it is 8 p.m. My time, because that is when that is
why I don't get why you want to change it, Jake. I don't understand why that's a problem.
Someone was like, hey, you are gaming the algorithm. And I was like, what do you mean I'm gaming? And they're like, that's a weird way to do it. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, because in Blue Sky, you can type FCF, right? And it will automatically start showing up on feeds for FCF, right? Or other people that are looking up. But if you use the hashtag FCF, it will then, when you click on it, it will take you to the page. So someone in the comments said, that's a weird way, like you're using that, they sent me a GIF and they put hashtag FCF and I was like, click, and I went, oh, that's weird. I clicked the like uncensor button and I was like, oh,
Federació Catalana de Futbol.
yeah.
So you're getting a bunch of soccer fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it's an international platform. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, yes. So they're a little bit later in the evening. So I understand if you can't make it, but you know what? Dad
After
life
dark,
is-
yes, of course.
Yes, FCF after dark. It's not so F at that point, right? Like, anyways.
Yeah.
I have ruined our vibe for the night.
No, it's perfect.
no.
This is hilarious.
I don't think we've done anything TOS yet. I think the VOD's still good.
So yeah, come join me for that. I might also use those nights to edit projects that we currently have. So if you want to see editing and the editing process and like what goes into that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do some of that, as we've got an extensive backlog that we are still trying to pump out and get done. But yeah, that's everything I got right now. I'm gonna go to Sam because I feel Sam's the least ready.
Hi, I'm Sam Delev. Tonight I'll be playing Bamf, our teleporter and cousin of Bleer. You can find me wherever Streampunks are existing. And most notably on a Streampunks project for Coffee subscribers companion tier and up, as this week there is a double dose of Noirvel with Big B and Dash tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time on our Streampunks Discord. Follow the adventures of one former hench and one former superhero intern. Together we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure that out. Caitlin, say something while Big B and Dash take some time to figure it out.
I'm Caitlin. I'm in danger. I'm excited to play this game because I am, in fact, in danger. You can find me everywhere. Bruder Caitlin, BRUDERKITLIN. Mostly hanging out on Blue Sky now. And I'm playing Bleer, speedster, antisocial extraordinaire. Doing her best, and as previously stated, in danger. I do have one thing I'd like to promote today. It is a mutual aid call. I posted the link earlier today, but the family, Jana, the young Palestinian artist, and her family, who I've talked about a couple of times, they're going home, like as of like yesterday, which is really exciting. So I just want to circulate their GoFundMe again. And so if you have anything you can share or just share that the GoFundMe, or have anything you can spare to send their way, it would be really nice. This would be a really good time for it. She's really excited, and I posted the link on my Blue Sky, so I would appreciate it if you checked it out.
I'll also pump it into chat as soon as I get to your Blue Sky.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I guess I could have. I didn't think ahead on what I was gonna do. I would have sent you the link. And then I guess I'm popcorning back to our illustrious jam.
That's me. All right, everybody. Let's just get on into it. So, when we last left off, Greg Gregante introduced himself to Bamf and Bleer. There was an incident that occurred outside of Kevin McCullough's pawn shop. I think it's fair to say father figure-ish to the two. See, the incident involved a new element in the neighborhood. This guy who's empowering people and inspiring them to push back. And it's becoming a problem. And so they called on you both, Bamf and Bleer, to solve that problem. Now, you both are aware that it's shift, and there was a conflict between DNAT and Shift and Moment outside of Kevin's pawn shop. Things escalated. Some undercover cops, goons, were sent to your apartment, and the Grigantes found that you both are not, you haven't solved the problem. This has caused frustration for the Grigantes, and they decided that they needed to send you both a message. And so, after giving you the ultimatum to do what they say, or else, the choice was or else. And so they've blown up your home, your apartment complex, home to hundreds of souls. I said a wrong number previous episode. Don't worry about it. Editor's note. Off in the distance, Bleer, you see your home going up in flames. A rush of energy flooded your body, and it's a peculiar thing indeed when a speedster needs to go as fast as they can. You're tapping into something different. You've always moved quickly. In fact, everybody moves too slow for you. You described a jet ride with Shift as being torturous. But now something different is occurring. There's crackles of energy. What color did you say that your lightning was?
I believe like a pale pink, like maybe like a rose gold.
You can hear the snaps and crackles of this energy as it floods your body, the lightning sparking off of your eyes and fingertips and feet. The world has always moved slow for you, but has it ever stopped?
Not like this.
You make a beeline to this fire, to this explosion. And I think, and this is only if it's all right with you, I think even you're surprised how quickly you got there.
Yes, yeah. Especially because moments earlier she was under a nullification effect, like got stabbed or shot or something with like I was having like the couldn't run like 10, 15 seconds prior. So now that she can, and it's more than usual, she is like shocked, I think.
Now, there's another part of Bleer's abilities to bring everybody above table. Bleer has the spider sense powers, but it is framed in such a way that you can feel speed.
Kinetic sense, yeah.
And the way that this is working is you have a firm understanding of the pace of the explosion. You can feel how fast the fire is moving. And in a very daredevilish sort of way, you can then identify everything that's not moving as fast. You can see people's reaction. Most people are reacting generally at the same speed versus items that aren't reacting at all. They're just going with it. So you're getting a clear understanding of where everything is in this moment. What would you like to do?
Okay. Now tell me if this is not cool. What if instead of emptying the building. What if I ran the explosion out to the middle of the ocean? I know where it is now. I can feel it.
Damn, that's much cooler.
Sorry, I know this wasn't the plan, but I suddenly had a vision.
No, it's actually it's much smarter, and
These are my neighbors. These are their homes. I think she starts thinking, okay, I can get everybody out. Where starting with everybody closest to the explosion and moving out from there in like that sort of pattern. And then she starts thinking about, pets and thinking about people's things, and these people are about to lose their homes, and like all of this happens in like less than a nanosecond. And then she goes, or I could just move the explosion. And I think
now here's the thing.
If I can try it.
I want to make very clear that what I'm giving you is information, not anything to say no. I'm giving, this is just information.
Mm-hmm.
These are explosions going off in concert from a number of C4. Now, they've already exploded. They haven't done the full damage. Well, the explosion would be no, hold on.
Because then everybody would be
reactions happen over time, meaning
Right.
some force has gone outward, but you have not completed the total force that will be exerted, because that's still a function of time.
And removing 12 explosive sites versus 300 people.
Okay, you know
theoretically.
What?
Also, how was the C4 wired? Was it wired in series or parallel?
Too late for that. It's going.
It's series.
It's series.
It's series. So here's what I like that question. I like the teamwork here. This is much cooler. This is sorry, you guys have to forgive me. This is really fucking awesome.
Literally, I did not come into this with this. This happened. So I'm sorry.
And confirm my cousin does not plan for anything.
I don't.
I am going to say, because I do believe the number 12 was thrown out. There are 12 things to C4 going off. I am going to roll a D12 to see how many have gone off.
Okay.
This is important. Did you roll a 12?
Way. There's no way you rolled a 12.
No. Okay.
I did just fuck up all the plans, so this does work. This does make sense.
What this means is that because there's not enough time to like dilly-dally, you either got to choose.
Yeah.
You've got to choose to do this or save everybody. There's no time for both.
Mm-hmm.
So if you commit to this is going to be a really cool feat.
Mm-hmm.
It just means that because I rolled 12, it's going to be harder.
Mm-hmm.
That means that the baseline difficulty for everything that you're doing is going to be 22. It was in my head. It was going to be 10 plus how many have gone off.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. So, in order to collect all 10,
12
or all 12, that's going to be a agility check. 22. I am going to say, because all of them have gone off, I have no choice but to add trouble to this. So
with this new sudden power shift change, this feels like the right time to bring in Bleer rank 4.
Yes!
Which means I've rebuilt Bleer and trashed the things I've never once used and built her properly. So
and as you all can see in my banner here, Ox points are going to allow players to give edge to each other or trouble to their foes. I'm
gonna do it. I mean, you can't give me a 22 difficulty without me saying, of course I'm trying to climb that. Let's go. Okay.
All right.
I don't know if this is the right call, but I want to try. So I now have lightning actions.
Okay.
Character has 1 extra standard action and 1 extra reaction each turn. Additionally, they can turn their Marvel die into a fantastic success when making an initiative check.
Enjoy.
Chat goes Optibleer. I love it.
The other thing I did recently, which actually I do think may come into play here, is I now have jump 3, which on top of speed 2 is actually probably the most OP this game can possibly get. Because I can now jump. I double checked this about 8 times. I can jump 136 miles per second. Per second.
So here's my caveat on that.
That's fine. I'm just trying to see what I gotta do here. Something gives me +1 and stuff.
So when you jumping, you can go as high as you want. Falling is an act of gravity. So
I can go horizontally. Jump 2 gives me horizontal jumping.
Oh no, absolutely. All I ask is if you're saying, and I come down super fast too.
That's different.
Give me some manner of propulsion to bring you down that fast.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go down. I'm trying to go far. I'm getting distance. I want distance. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I think that comes in jump 2. Anyways, I'm trying to make sure because this is a lot of this is new to me. Holy shit! I forgot I did this. Whoa, what the hell is wrong with me?
Games are a motherfucker, ain't they?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot I did this. So with the kinetic increase, she now has phase. She can push herself through walls.
That changes things. That does change things.
She can vibrate herself through solid objects.
Yeah. So the trouble was essentially you have to go like through each hallway to get to the next. If you could just phase,
beeline.
That's a beeline. I will remove the trouble.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Sorry, everybody.
Yes, Sam.
I have put the numbers into our Discord, but for the benefit of chat, with the expansion rate of C4 gases versus the speed stated by Bleer, she moves at 27 times the rate of the gases expansion, making this viable.
Let's fucking go!
I'm sorry. I should have gave you all a warning that this game may contain science. Bleer's speed, according to Sam's calculations, is 718,080 feet per second.
Right, because you gave 136 miles per second. That's just the number of feet that is. And then we have here from science.howstuffworks.com's page about C4, the rate of expansion of the gases from the reaction.
I was prepared for a lot of things to happen today. I was not prepared for figuring out how fast the explosion of C4 goes. All right, so I'm just trying
for this roll. I just want to make sure that all my things don't have pluses.
Well, I mean, someone just did the math to prove that you're moving 27 times the speed.
Okay, but I still have to get all of them. Like I still have to roll. I think here
it's viable to do.
It's just possible.
It can be done.
I could still fumble this badly. Like I think I still have to roll. I won't.
I am going to knock the target number by 2. Just because you're moving that much faster than the explosion. Like, if somebody breaks down the science of a thing, you've got to kind of reward them at the table for it. Like, I can't.
Term solution for the win.
Like, I can't just be like
multiverse for giving us exact numbers for jump 3 on top of speed 2.
Holy fucking like jump, and for everybody that's not a speedster, like you hear this explosion go off, and then you hear the roaring crackle of thunder and a pink streak of lightning is making its way towards that fire. This panel would look bad at, like, I wish to God I could draw, because it's lightning extinguishing a fire, which is just very dope.
Okay, so I have I have accuracy 1 now, and that will give me +1 bonus to agility checks other than attacks. So that's my
I think it's time to make the roll.
I think it is. Okay. I would like to take possibly 2 ox points.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to be double edge, and these ox points will be coming from... I had it and then I lost it, but I have it again. These ox points are coming from Gonmog and Leo Ambermain.
Thank you so much, but also maybe curse you if this doesn't work out. Okay, we'll see.
Let's find out. Okay, what does +1 mean here?
+1, just what do you mean? It was +1.
I gain a +1 bonus to agility checks, other than on agility checks other than attacks.
You should you should add the +1 to the non-combat parts of the stats.
Yep.
Non-combat. Okay, so I have to edit.
You have to edit it.
Yeah, there's a little wheel up by size and plus speed that'll let you do that, but also for this purpose, because it's a static modifier, you can just add +1 in your head.
Yeah.
Okay, I just did it in there, so that should be good. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, good. That's good to know. Okay, all right. Here we go. It's time to roll. Taking 2 edge.
Don't fumble it.
I better not fumble.
It's just the DC. It's just the target number 20 at this point. So that is a 21 before the edge.
Oh, before the edge. Oh, yeah. Yes, Marvel.
That is a fantastic success, and you still have 1 edge left.
I rolled the second edge already. It was the same number.
Oh, that was almost a 616.
That was almost 616, y'all. Oh. That is a 25 and a marvelous success, or a fantastic success.
Now,
what is it to know? Which one?
How do I reward a fantastic success like this? I mean, this is already buck wild. There's only one way to do it. As you're phasing and collecting all of the explosions, essentially, you do see a car driving off, and I think the flashes from your lightning light up the car enough for you to see that this is the person that hit the detonator. But you do have these 12 things of C4 in your hand.
I do. Unfortunately, I'm not a killer. I'm not that much of a villain. Otherwise, I might take this car with me to the middle of the ocean. But I am noting, I am remembering, I am... Bleer will remember this.
Okay.
And I may be coming back to this exact spot.
Let me give you what you see. You see 2 men in a Lexus, license plate number.
You can say I have it. It's okay.
No. Because LG METS G in the number 0.
Okay.
I gotta give something for the people that have the eidetic memory. So like, it's all you. So that said, you've got these explosions in your head.
Yeah, she runs.
Hand.
Yeah. She has water running, as she has done before, and she's gonna literally just go. Just go middle of the ocean, where there is no one, where there is nothing, and then let go and keep running. All
right. These are all just powers you have. You don't need to roll anything. This was such a smarter decision than what I thought you were going to do.
I didn't know until we started the game either. It's been a second.
This fucking rocks. I will say that the explosion has gone off enough where there is going to be some damage.
Yeah, I figured.
But you are moving fast enough to maybe undo the damage because they were hitting the foundation of this apartment building. I am going to say no, I don't think
her goal was literally to just give everyone a chance to, like, even if they don't get to stay there, like, they get to keep the things that make their home a home sort of vibe. So, like, I figured there would probably be some damage, just not enough to kill everyone. You know, like, the rooms that they were in now have cracked foundations and things are going to need to be done. Was kind of what I thought, but it is up to you on what what my success means.
Your fantastic success will also mean that there's only one person that's in grave risk. The explosion happened right under their apartment, and this old lady's about to fall through the hole that has just been blown in her apartment. So you run and you take the C4 to the middle of the water. You will have to get back and save her. That's gonna be another DC 20 agility check.
Yeah. Hey team, can I? Well, I guess I can wait till after I roll to see if I want to
do an edge.
I may ask for another.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'm coming.
You can run on walls, water, phase.
I told you I wanted to be a parkour speedster.
This is wild.
Okay, all right, I'm coming, Miss Perkins. Hang on.
Miss Perkins.
Don't even need the edge.
22 on the dot before any age. As she falls, you are right there and you catch her.
And out of the debris immediately. Like, I don't want anything to fall on us. I don't want anything to hurt her.
She goes, oh. Yo, with your cousin.
Yeah. On the 4th floor. Are you okay?
I'm very confused.
Yeah, I would be too. Do you know your neighbors at all?
Oh yeah, I know. Did my apartment blow up?
No, just like there's like a hole in the floor now. All your stuff, unless there was like something busted. She like peeks up and is like, your couch is a little scorched.
You got the C4 before the fire could flood the apartment.
Yeah.
Like it's the shockwave of the explosion that knocked the hole in the floor.
Yeah.
And
but okay. it should be okay. Is there anyone else in the apartment?
Oh no, just Mr. Madison.
Okay, let's go get Mr. Madison and then we can go hang out at your neighbors or something.
Mr. Madison is this Shih Tzu that has like bow ties and everything on. And we're gonna turn the page. Shift, where are you in this moment? You hear the boom, you see the lightning wherever you are, but where are you?
Muted.
Probably in a bodega having a really, really good Cuban food.
Are you in your shift garb, or like what is your appearance right now?
Ooh, my appearance is probably just actually, you know what? Let's do this. Shift is not in any form. Shift is currently in his true self.
Okay. Nobody's seen this. So why don't you give us like a brief rundown of what this looks like?
Okay. He is probably wearing a graphics tee, short brown hair, brown eyes, a little bit round in the face. If you were to describe what he looked like and I would have to paint a picture, I would say this.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a vigilance check.
Okay.
Damn, shift the cutie.
We got bad bitches.
Quick question: is shift single?
That's a
asking for a friend.
15. You only needed a 12 for this. You see a bunch of people looking out the window at what was supposed to be an explosion, and then that's when the lightning can be heard, and somebody goes, "Did lightning extinguish a fire?" I don't. You know what kind of bomb that was? Hey, but it stopped. You think it's that new guy?
He continues to eat his Cuban sandwich. It's delicious. Just the right amount of pickles, just the right amount of mustard. You know?
You feel like it's first off, it's delicious. I love a good Cuban.
Same.
Why
do you think the shift is so big?
Like, listen, if I can shape shift, I'd be fucking those up too. I'm gonna roll a D12.
Okay.
Odd, something happens. Even, nothing.
Okay.
It's a 6. Nothing happens. You just hear rumors about. It looks like a gang war is starting, and you hear that the name of the gang that the Grigantes seem to be going after are the Shifts.
Oh, boy.
I wrap my sandwich up because it's always going to come in that really heavy parchment paper, you know, and I put it in my pocket. Yes, I do put food in my pocket, and I head out. I take kind of like a look at the guys that are talking, and then I walk out and I pull out my phone, and I message the 2 people that I had talked to the previous night, and I just say, heads low.
You get back 1 salute emoji, and you get back I'm gonna roll. You get back a
Something's up. You keep rolling to max on these die, and I just want to have a word with roll 20.
You get back a message that says almost done. And this is the water kid that you empowered
and dampened. My reply is, if you want to see tomorrow, you'll finish now. I can roll presence. I get
go ahead and roll me a presence check. This
ego,
is gonna
right?
be target, huh?
Ego.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I said presence. Yeah, go ahead and roll ego. And this is going to be target number 12.
16.
You're the boss.
The shift is thinking, oh, he's going to be such a problem. There's going to be something. I'm going to have to do something about
it. Yeah. It might be worse that you stopped it before you finished, to be quite honest with you.
I don't know what he was doing, so.
But we'll find it.
Here's the thing. I might be worse off, but the thing is that I want him to keep a low profile, and so I want them to keep a low profile. So him stopping.
I'm gonna paint this like a comic book panel. You tell him, you send the message lay low, and we see his silhouette pick up the phone, and he says, "Almost done." And you say, "If you want to see tomorrow, you'll stop now." And we see him grip the phone, and the screen cracks, and then we zoom back, and we see that he is at the water filtration center. Moment.
Yeah.
What's up, Doc? How you doing?
So when it all went down, Blair and Bamf gave me coordinates to go to, like a safe house. So I'm just chilling in it, and I think it was the hideout that Sue gave everybody. I think.
Yes,
and we
yes,
went
it
into
was.
there.
So
I'm just chilling.
Yeah, you got to this like abandoned place. It scanned you, and I'm going to say Banff, Bleer, and Schiff, you all would have gotten an announcement that somebody is there, friendly or hostile on like whatever phone app you're using. They would have hit friendly, and it would have scanned you, registered you as friendly. You would go in, and it would look like this barren. It looks like this barren and abandoned warehouse with like shelving units that go up to the roof, but one of the shelving units splits open, and you can see there are stairs leading to the rest of this headquarters. Once you get there,
Can we axe stairs?
oh, sorry, not stairs. What's funny is last game I said ramp. This one I just said stairs, but you know what I meant. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling me out on that. That is one extra karma to everybody at the table.
I'm a max already. I can't take it.
Oh, you can. You just have a floating karma that you can spend.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You go down the ramp, and this is going to be your headquarters. So this is how I like to do this in games. I am going to go around and ask each of you to describe something that is here. I would like to do 2 rounds of that really quickly if I could. And this will be your headquarters. What you say is true. Got this from my buddy Cujo. Shout out to Cujo, one of the best GMs I know. We'll start with you because you're there, Moment. What is the first thing that Moment lays his eyes on as you come into your base?
I think there's like a gym, specifically a like super powered gym / training room. Like everything's kitted out to like handle Blair's speed. They might be like small, probably not huge, not expensive just yet, but some kind of training facility to like maybe time reaction times for Bamf's teleportation, when to use it, how to use it, stuff like that. I think everything definitely geared to the current group. There's nothing Moment related because he literally just showed up. But I think it's definitely like a room geared towards pushing the limits and testing the limits of the powers of these 3 specifically.
Oh, I like. So there is a super powered gym, well attuned to everyone's power set for some training. I will say that in our downtime, for every 5 scenes that you have in this gym, I will give you the ability to either change a power or to add an attribute point. Jake, what is another thing that is in this headquarters?
I'm gonna say very, very boring option, but what I'm gonna say is that there's living quarters, right? There's non-Xavier style rooms where 16 people aren't mashed into a tiny room. I don't understand how many people are in, but like each of us have their own room to decorate and to do whatever we want to. I'd like to also point out that there is a very nice kitchen.
That was going to be my pull.
because Shift loves to cook, loves food. So like
I've got to ask you, like, is this a futuristic
No.
looking kitchen? Is this nostalgia?
So there's probably futuristic aspects to it, but if Shift is there long enough, he's probably disconnected them out of the begrudgingness of the rest of the group who just wants to hit a button and have a meal. Shift is like, oh, we don't, this is pulling too much power. We get rid of that. We'll just add an oven. The oven needs more power. So that, everything has to be like cooked. There's a nice full fridge. I'll say the only thing technology wise is probably the fridge. The fridge is probably futuristic in the sense that like it could store a lot more produce than a normal fridge. So it's not like a constant restocking issue.
Yeah.
That's probably the only thing. But past that, it's like, oh, you guys want some food? I just got this really great recipe. All right. I got it off this new app, Xiaolongxi, and I.
All right. I'm going to say if you have a scene in the kitchen where your character is eating, that is going to be an instant long rest. Essentially, you get back all of your focus, all of your hit points, as well as. I will allow this to be the place where you pitch getting new traits, like over kitchen talk, like learning a new thing about your character. Sam, what is another aspect of your base here?
Well, after subtracting multiple technologies, I'm going to add back expansion potential for them. In the back, there is a futuristic generator still wrapped in that like industrial cellophane with the tape. Like it hasn't been set up yet because there shouldn't be any kind of weird power anything given the provenance of this. It's because that isn't hooked up yet. Expansion potential for the base if we actually focus enough to get the thing up and running.
Okay. So like there's just a component where you can add more tech to the overall base. Like there's like empty slots for you to like put more whatever you might need. So essentially what you've just added is that the fact that this base is modular. If there's anything that might need to be made, or like for example, if you all get like a team car or something, there is space to add a garage or something. Or essentially what I'm going to say is that in a moment of need, if the team all agrees, if each member of the team agrees to spend a karma, essentially what we're doing now, where we're all going around and adding something to the base, we will be able to do again.
And I can have vending machines here because we'll have enough electricity without Shift sabotaging our grid.
I was gonna
speaking.
I was gonna add a quirk, and the quirk is that there are vending machines. It does not take money. These are Reed Richards vending machines. The way you get treats out of them is by solving difficult equations or solving science problems.
Or breaking vending machines.
Or using your new power to just reach in and grab stuff.
Fuck you.
All right. That brings us to Bleer. Caitlin, what would you like to add to the space?
Well, I was gonna say nice kitchen, but since that was sniped from me, I feel like there's some sort of like, because this is like Sue's thing, there's got to be like a lab. Like there's like it may not be super expansive, but there's like
it's lab. It's super expansive.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, then I'll take that if you'll give that to us. Yeah, there's like there's like some sort of like science technologies lab, so we have access to like a computer we can contact her probably through. But we have like this station for either like technological or scientific crafting and learning and like assessing. There is a lab here.
Okay, perfect. I am going to say, if any ailments or any science type problems occur, scenes here will give you a free edge on solving those problems. The way I would like to describe the gear that you all have is, have you ever had like a really rich friend who upgraded something and they're like, oh, please take my old iPad, and it's the one that just came out? Like, it's like that's what this base is. It's like, we have a spare place with all of our old junk. But it's a Fantastic Four.
Who's just storing an Elutriator like this?
The one thing that I would like to add is I'm stealing this straight from The Flash. There is a surveillance area, and what's the fucking collider things? Like, there's just a massive,
like a hadron collider.
Yeah, there's just a
Oh my God.
massive one that circles the base that you all have access to, which speedsters can use to do all manners of things. So that is your base. I said we're going to do 2 runs around, but not because it's modular. We can do those later. But this is what you walk into. Moment.
Moment kind of looks around it the same way you look around a museum. Of like, it's like, it's beautiful considering the time, I suppose. It's like walking around the base, kind of taking a look around. But I think they'll grab a chair, push it over to the fridge, stand on the chair, and try and reach some stuff on the top shelf to start making themselves some food while they wait for the rest of the group.
I believe you have Kevin, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Oh yes, we do. Oh yeah, we do. Kevin came.
You
with
have
us,
Kevin, because Kevin. Yeah,
Yes.
we needed someone to get Kevin out. So I believe
Yes, I remember.
Kevin is there with you.
So as you make your way to the kitchen, Kevin immediately makes his way to that gym. It just starts wailing on a bean bag, a punching bag.
You hear like clattering. I definitely think you hear like jars smashing as I like try to push some stuff out of the fridge to get to some stuff deeper in, and then I think I just make myself just the weirdest looking sandwich. Like, the things in it don't really make sense. There's probably some fruits in there, some vegetables in there, definitely some meats. Just a combination of foods that shouldn't be in a sandwich, but for some reason Moment is fine with it and honestly kind of enjoys it. Pardon? I don't.
Beans on the toast.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is weird. What is this stuff? And I just dump some beans on it.
Kevin make like, after just wailing on the punching bag and just kind of putting his head against it, he gets it all out and he walks over to you and he goes, is that what you're making because you don't know what you're doing, or is you just got a weird palate? Because if you don't know what you're doing, I can whip you up a sandwich, things that might go a little bit better together.
Everything you have here, we don't have at home, so I don't know what's normal, so I'm just trying things.
All right, well, here, enjoy your sandwich, but I'm going to put together an Italian. And where you come from? Like, what do you mean you don't have stuff? Well, tell me about where you come from. Maybe it'll distract me.
I think I'm from maybe 2,000 or 3,000 years in the future. It's 2024?
20.
Is that what it is right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3,000 years in the future. In a galaxy, several light years away, more than several. I'm not entirely sure where Earth is located. I didn't really listen in classes when we learned that part. But quite far away from here, and we don't really have this. And I'll hold up the sandwich, and I think it's just disgusting. Like, their beans leaking out of it. There's chopped up apples in there, carrots, some ham in there.
You get stuff all over yourself, kid. And he just he paper towels you. And he goes, all right. Well, here, if you like that, you got it. But and he passes you like a nice sub. He didn't make it Italian. He made you a muffalata. It's just real well made.
Yeah, I think he eats his just absolute awful concoction of a sandwich and goes, okay,
I don't
and
love
eats
that.
the sub and goes, it's a tough one.
My feelings are not hurt. So
I can
how
have
come?
both. I can have both.
Yeah, I mean,
And just start chowing down on the sub.
it looks like these folks could spare the grocery bill. So what, did some kind of war happen where you're from? Terminator style? Like, are you a Terminator future, Blade Runner future, Cyberpunk future? Like, what we got going here?
The moment just stares at Kevin as they say these words at them.
All right, movie night's in order. And as soon as he says movie night, the bass goes, movie night protocol activate. And like giant screen goes down. And Netflix pops up and it's Reed Richards' account. And it's just nothing but a bunch of documentaries and soap operas.
Yeah, I think yeah, they'll watch the movie with them. They'll have their 2 sandwiches, the sub and the sloppy whatever that thing is, just the terrible moment. I'm gonna call it the terrible moment. That sandwich, and we'll just watch whatever movies Kevin pulls up.
He's gonna start you with Terminator. He's like, all right, when the scene comes, I'm gonna ask you if that's what your place looks like. And he's just gonna take you through all these movies with terrible futures. He's trying to like understand you, and he's like hyper focusing on you and where you're from to not think about what's happening. And yeah,
I do think like as socially inept as Moment is, I do think he also acknowledges that. So I think he definitely like plays into being the alien out of time to distract Kevin.
Hell yeah, that's so sweet.
So is this a documentary? What does this mean? What is this?
I mean, with the way things are going at this point, it might as well be.
Oh, okay. Pivot.
If that's what we'll turn the page. Bamf, where do we find you in this moment?
I'm everywhere you want to be.
MasterCard.
Master fraud. Bamf has been teleporting around the city in a kind of radial pattern, and then places Bleer might be pattern, because when last we left off, by which I mean me and my cousin over here, Bleer wasn't okay. Bleer was in some kind of trouble. I'm out looking for Bleer. My cousin might be in trouble. And here's the thing, like, there's a bunch of ruckus somewhere. That couldn't be Bleer. Bleer's a subtle speedster. Maybe that's some kind of nonsense. That is obviously the opposite of anything that has to do with my cousin.
Roll me a vigilance check.
Dice if you do not.
This is gonna be a low one. It's only gonna be, you know what? No, it's not gonna be a low one. It's gonna be target number 18.
Yeah. 13.
You hear the boom, you see the lightning. Nothing. As you're popping up around town, however, there is a smell. It's gross. It smells like waste, and it's getting more intense around the heart of the city.
I see. I must contemplate how one. Y'all make a face like that and say "ew," right? when we all agree collectively to pretend like there's a sense associated with the front of our face when obviously there's not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is one.
Mhm.
This is one I think you would be able to like taste. Like it would be like if
It would
it's as bad, you would start to like feel it in
I
your mouth,
eventually
kind of.
get sick. But
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
you would be
Yeah.
really surprised by how much. I'm like,
I
I
don't-
don't
yeah.
know why this is happening.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, waste
but
becomes like tangible. I think in the
I don't
the
want a
mouth.
tangent. Thank you.
That's fair. I'm just giving you context.
Okay. So, you know, I have a cousin in trouble,
Mhm.
and I have a bunch of shit. Logical to assume my cousin's gotten into some shit.
Is that where you're going?
Yeah, I would like to bamf up the intensity gradient of the.
It is in fact the water filtration center, and you hear the sound of metal squeaking, like metal giving way under pressure.
What the hell? Where? Bamf.
Okay, so water filtration systems have like these giant wells of water that they're constantly cleaning up, and that's where you find Torrent, as he is calling himself now. You see this kid with like fins that are next to his dreads, and he's wearing a buttoned up anime shirt, and some jeans, and he sees you and he goes, you hey, what are you doing? Who are you? What's going? I mean, yeah, I did this. What are you gonna do?
What did you do? And they're just gonna post up on like a railing or something and actually just kind of calm down. We would say, in fact, that it's a posture very similar to when they were on a tree branch way back in the first appearance of Bamf.
Water makes us equal, you know. Everybody needs it. I can feel it. I can feel where it's going. And I wanted to give specific people what they deserve, but I had to stop. So now everybody gets it. And I can fix it when it happens to good people. So maybe this was the better way after all.
Hey, look at me. Good. What's your name?
Torrent.
Where you from?
Around the way.
Yeah, no, I'm local too. Where from? What neighborhood? I haven't seen you around.
What is the
Yeah,
name of
usually
your
people-
neighborhood?
Oh,
We're doing DC rules, so you can come up with a fake New York neighborhood.
Blia, feel free to chip in here.
Something like I don't know, like a name, like a Whitney Park or something. Like
Lensher Park.
yeah.
Winter Park?
Lensher Park. Lensherr.
Winter Park. He goes, I'm from Winter Park. Where are you from?
Hey, a Lensher Park kid from around the block, and I don't know you. Hey, I'm Bamf. I'm gonna just be where I was, but 1 foot over.
Oh,
and hold a hand out. Hey, Torrent. I like that.
yeah, I used to like not vibe with all this, but things are changing. Things have needed to change, and like we got to start standing up. And I see that now.
Yeah,
You're
that's
one.
actually
You're,
why I showed up here, because there was something seemed wrong. And, I'm not an engineer, but you're telling me it's not supposed to do that. And
oh
I
no,
agree with you. So
I,
are you going to help me fix it?
no. I tried to shut down the filtration just for the water going to Manhattan, but I got I got told to stop. So now all the filtration is
Yeah, no, we got to fix that right now. What do you know about what's going on?
no. That's no. I did this. They have to know. They have to learn.
Oh, come on. You're not like the You're a Lunch Park kid. You're not gonna put a stain on the reputation of our neighborhood. Come on, help me out. I'd like to roll on my glibness trait.
I am going to say that you will have one trouble, so the
Yeah, for
glibness
sure.
will get rid of that. This is going to be target number 18.
Copy that.
You want to take an ox point?
I would love to take an ox point, I think I would, yeah.
Okay. Target number 18. Let's see what you got.
All right. Okay, come on.
That's a 23.
And then an edge for the ox point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. We'll hold there.
Still a 23. And he goes, you can't. Don't act like you're a hero. I know you. You both work with Danette. Like,
Yeah, but neither of us wants this.
I want this. They have to know.
Let's make it right.
They can't just attack us and get away with it.
They won't, Torrent.
They do.
This isn't the way.
The only thing they listen to is strength. He showed me that. I see that now.
And whoever he is wrong and full of shit. Much like this war about to be, if we don't do something fast. So your shtick, like from the Torrent thing, from the appearance, I'm assuming you got some kind of aqua juice here.
Before I could like really only feel water and control it a little bit, but after I met him, I could feel water, like really, and I don't have that anymore, and I need it back. And maybe if I show that I learned something, maybe if I start punching back, I can get it again.
No, these things are in you all along. Come on, let's find them.
I'm not going to stop you. If you're going to try to fix this, I'm not going to stop you. But I'm not going to help you.
Okay. All right.
So much for Leisure Park looking out for each other. And he starts to just walk out.
That's what I'm saying.
So this is a logic check. He is essentially overwhelming the system until the building pressure is going to pop the filtration system, and then all water in the city will become contaminated.
All right, this sounds like something I want to roll on my connections. I don't want to make a logic check about this. I just told you I'm not a sanitation engineer, but what I am is someone who can get a sanitation engineer in here. He can get 12 sanitation engineers, very random number, by the way, and they can figure this out.
Okay. Who you reaching out to?
Connections likes rolling on an ego check from what I can see.
Mm-hmm.
So to see whether I know someone,
if you know
or
somebody
whether I'm drawing on like the people we have seen in this story, which I think gets higher level and less subject matter expertise, but I mean possibly still fantastic. We'll find out.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a. This is just going to be a target number 16 with edge. That is 3 6s. That is.
There was edge.
Yes, 616.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
5.
Hell yeah.
How's that sitting? How's that sitting with you, Jim? How you feeling about that?
So you bring explosions from, and I bring engineers too.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
All right. We're gonna turn the page, and we're actually gonna go back to Shift. Shift. After you leave the restaurant, you get a call on your phone.
Hello.
So, are you done ducking me, or are we gonna work together?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, we're buddies. Good. I was floating in the air. I didn't know where our friendship was. I thought you would. What the kids call it? I thought you were ghosting me.
What can I help you out with? What do you need?
I somehow managed to save your audition space for Sour. They're still interested in talking with you. They wanted me to let you know that they're sorry for your loss because I had to kill your grandma to save your space here. So you're welcome.
You know what the benefit of that is? You got 2, and you got 2 grandpas, so theoretically you've got 4 things a year, or at least four reasons a company to get out of things,
Johnny, what the hell's going on with you, kid?
I don't know what you're talking about. I am living my life.
Is there any reason you're not in LA right now? Because we do a lot of our work in LA being Hollywood and all that.
I'm aware of where Los Angeles is. I understand that I am on the opposite side of the country right now,
Yes.
but I have been making some friends, been making some connections, and look, hey, hold on, calm down. I
didn't say anything. I take breaths. It's required. I'm sorry.
I could feel your shoulders sink. I could hear your head tilt back. I could hear your nasal passages tightening as my statement. All right. First of all, it ain't drugs. It ain't alcohol. It ain't partying. All right. So there's no reason to worry about me.
No,
I'm allowed to have friends.
There is a reason to worry because it ain't drugs, it ain't drinking, but there is an it's. Talent like yours gets fucked up by all manners of things, and I don't want to see that happen to you. So if there's an it's, we need to get rid of the it's so we can get you back to work.
Look, I have the ability to fly out there. When do you need me?
I had a feeling that was gonna be your answer. I also know that you're a stubborn asshole, and that's why I got you some auditions in New York.
Okay.
If you're gonna be there, let's see if we can get you paid to be a pain in my ass. Now they're not feature films. You're really killing me here. Like Scorsese,
Look. You
gay
say,
gangsters. It's Oscar bait.
look, you say that, but there's a booming film industry out in Jersey. I'm just throwing that out. Like Brooklyn has got a great film industry. Look, speaking of Scorsese, I heard this one on the down low. Scorsese's actually building a film studio in Brooklyn. So there's that. True note to the editor. That is a real statement. That is a real thing. So I mean, you know, like apparently he's building a huge studio at for the New York film students. It's like something called the volume wall. I don't know what it is, but it's massive.
Oh, you want to be in student projects? You want to camcord plastic bags dancing in the wind? Like I want to get you feature presentations, and the only good thing to ever come out of Jersey was The Sopranos, and it didn't end well.
You know, I still haven't seen that one. You know, I know you've mentioned it a couple times.
I sent you the box set.
Yeah, but that's a lot. There's a lot there. I don't even watch my own movies. Why am I going to watch someone else's? You know.
Well, I mean, I get yours. You know.
There's only so many times you can say, "Ooh, ooh, ah, ah."
Yeah, but the kids love it with your celery or whatever the fuck. All right, listen, I got you a couple of auditions. How do you feel about plays?
The only play that I have seen was an off-Broadway presentation of, oh gosh, I can't even remember. It had puppets. There's a song.
Yeah,
that one.
My little niece loves that. I thought it was Sesame Street. Learned the hard way. All right.
Yeah. Not a good one for your niece. There's quite a few songs I can think of off the top of my head that I would have immediately. Anyways,
look, they're doing a film version of the Book of Mormon, and I got you an audition for Elder Price.
Is Matt and Trey doing it?
Yes, they're doing it. It's a whole thing. They're getting back into the whole movie thing. It's gonna be controversial, so get ready for that. But controversy equals clicks. Clicks equal attention.
As long as it isn't as controversial as their movie Orgasmo, I'm down. You know.
I did not see that one. I did see that one. I did not. I didn't think anybody else knew about Orgasmo. Listen, they're expecting you not tomorrow, but the day after. What's today? It's fucking Monday. They're expecting you Wednesday. I'll send you the deets. I need you to not fuck this up for me.
All right, send me the details. And hey, look, if you let me know, you would be very surprised of how quickly I can get to LA and back. All right. Look, don't ask why, don't ask how, but like, let's just say you need me, you know, in an hour or two. I can be there. Just don't ask why. All right.
It ain't good for you, kid. And the way you've been acting, I don't. Listen, I worry about you. You're a client, yeah, but you're a person, and you know, not the worst one I know. So, like, you know, yeah. All right.
Send me the detail. I'll make you proud. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Just.
I'm sending you a slice of pizza, by the way.
I don't want that shitty New York pizza.
Okay, I will call my friend in Chicago and I'll send you a slice of pizza from there.
Now that's a pizza.
I knew you were going to say that.
Feast for days.
I knew, yeah.
Days.
Yeah. I know, it's lasagna. Bye.
And you do get the audition information. You're also gonna get one more call.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find this. Yes, here it is. You get a call from the director of Kung Fu Carrot, James Michael Hucklebrandon, or J.M. Hucklebrandon.
I look at my phone for a second. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, John. I've been talking with Bernie. I'm doing my first live action film. I've loved working with you on Kung Fu Carrot. I was wondering, how come the no show on Sour?
My grandma passed away.
Right. No, I heard. I extended another. I extended the date for your audition, and I just got word from Bernie that it's gonna be a no go.
When? What time? Bernie didn't send me nothing. When?
Well, I need you here tomorrow, but
Done. I'll be there.
Bernie says you're in New York for the funeral.
Yeah, I will make it. That's how much this is it means to me.
Oh, okay. Well, hell yeah. Hey, you know what? Thanks. I listen. I think you're gonna be the best leader of the Oompa Loompas. The Prime Oompa. Listen, I know what you're thinking. It's not that. This is a complete reimagining. And when I thought of this role, I couldn't think of anybody that I wanted more than you. You're gonna.
Look, we'll make it. We'll make it funny. We'll make it good. And we'll make people enjoy it. All right.
Thanks, John.
All right. Send me the address and time specifically.
Absolutely, yeah. It's gonna be I mean, we're looking at 10 a.m. my time. That's
okay. Great.
But no, hold on. That's 6 a.m. your time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's fine.
Oh, other way. Wait, no. Wait, I think I'm right.
Yeah. If it's 10 a.m. your time, that means it's 1 p.m. my time.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I don't listen. Honestly, that's why I don't hire New Yorkers. It's just a pain in the ass.
Look, they're in the future. I don't know what to tell you, but which makes it easier is that flight makes it only an hour shorter. It's a shorter flight because you're going from New York to LA. Time works weird like that. So I'll be there 10 a.m. See you then.
All right, I'll see you.
All right, bye. And I immediately close the phone and I open up and I text Bamf, hey, what you up to? Want to grab a drink?
And that's when we turn the page. And I think this is a perfect time to go on break. We've got a potentially exploding filtration system. The apartment has just been saved. Moment is getting an education in post-apocalyptic sci-fi. And Shift has just potentially accepted a audition for a full feature film. Well, two full feature film, one being shot in LA and one being shot in New York. I guess champagne problems. We'll see you in 10 minutes on our when we get back. See you then. Bye.
What are we, a taxi service?
Oh wow.
Wow.
How rude, Jake.
That's the figure we use for one. Okay. Hi everybody and welcome back to Streampunks Presents. We are on part 2 of our story. And we are going to pick right back up at a water filtration system. Beth, you do know somebody. You do know somebody that is able to help. They talked with you a bit about the many jobs that they got after leaving the prison system. But before we go with the NPC I have in mind, did you have an NPC in mind that you would rather have come help you save the day?
What do you say? Since it says connections and not connection in that little trait tag, I can bamf so much. Why would we restrict ourselves? Why would we be limited in this way? You bring in an NPC, I'll bring an NPC, we'll have a nice little NPC party because it's about to affect the entirety of Manhattan.
That's fair. Who do you bamf to first?
So I know this girl. I don't know her from like science stuff. The fact that she happens to do some kind of systems engineering around it. I remember she was going on about this. The point was in the high school math class I did not excel at, and is also of not the immediate neighborhood, but the slightly more you're gonna end up at the same school kind of larger neighborhood. I think maybe she has like a minor mutation, like, you know, just like I have little porcupine quills instead of hair kind of thing.
Okay.
You can decide what that is if you would like. But just like it was just a thing. But like, hey, I'm in this math class, you're in this math class, we're in this math class. And so I follow her on like social and whatever. And now like she went into science and stuff, which is wild because I did not. Like you can just see two kids in a classroom and wow, did those go different directions? God dang. But like, you know.
Okay.
Right. Explain that.
So you do you call this person first, or do you just know where they'll be?
Oh yeah, no, we're not close like that. So yeah, I do probably have to call.
This is M.
Hey, M, it's Bamf. It's Rory. Where are you right now?
Working. But what's going down?
Remind me, where in town is your building? I forget. I remember you told me.
Oh, I'm Manhattan. She gives you the address.
I'd like to bamf to the lobby where there are those nice little directory things.
You see that she is in building 304.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. That's it. Dang, you're really moving up in that Bamf world.
Yeah, I should have expected that.
I noticed you are here in the island of Manhattan where you would like to continue having clean water. If hypothetically there might be a filtration plant where that might be compromised, would you be willing to lend your assistance? Because I don't know what the heck is going wrong.
I'm a systems analyst. Like, I might be able to take a peek at the software and put heads and tails of it, but...
Bam. Okay, I think the computers are like in there or something.
Okay.
It's just and the metal was creaking earlier.
Yeah, oh, that's not a good sign. And everything.
And also, this was a thing that was initiated by a person who has... I should have recorded that on my phone. It's fine.
Okay. And she starts to go through. She says, all right, there are... I can stop the rush of water, but we are going to have to release pressure valves in wells 4, 6, and 32. I don't know exactly what that means, but that's what the system is telling me to do.
All right, sit tight for just a second, and they're going to bamf away too. Your turn. Let's say I know this person's location. So
Oh yeah, you for sure do. You for sure do.
Yeah.
They you worked alongside him with the job that Dinat sent you on. He holding that quite a bit of money. So you run into Tony, who is currently at a bowling alley with some friends.
And was it on what basis
Mhm.
in our past would I have a failing system and think, who do I go to? I go to Tony.
He told you about some work he did in the sanitation field. That was one of the jobs that he got fired from because he was a convict.
Sure.
But he actually liked it. He's like, I like putting things clean. I like fixing stuff.
Bam. Bowling alley. Hey, you like making things clean, right? You like fixing stuff?
Bamf! Guys!
Hey!
Kurt! Bamf! Kurt! And you see there's Nightcrawler holding a bowling ball with his three fingers, and he goes, "Hello." No, you do what you do, and then I'm friends with a couple of X-Men. It's a whole thing. I'm gonna have to tell you about it. But you needed some
We're
help
gonna
or
have to talk
something?
about that later. Yeah, there is an emergency with the Manhattan water filtration system, and you work that gig. And I got
yeah.
systems analysts figuring out something about 4, 6, and 32 valves, but that's a
Hold on. Is
software,
there a
and
pressure
we need to.
buildup? Because if there's a pressure buildup, that's a real quick way for the
There-
filtration system to go to shit. Quite literally, guys.
Yeah, it is overwhelming there. I cannot overstate that, but I would like your expertise on site.
Oh yeah, we could go. Guys, do you wanna?
Bam,
And so you bet with him, and right next to you is Nightcrawler with the other guy that was bowling with him. It's just this big, bulky guy, and he goes, and Tony goes, "Hey, Pete, could you handle 37 while I got this other one?" And you see he takes a couple of steps, and then you watch as his skin turns to metal as Colossus makes his way over to one of the valves. And the whole time Tony's like, "That is so cool!" And it goes to his valve. And while those two are working on solving the problem,
Yay, X-Men.
Kurt goes, "Do you not like the X-Men?"
You know,
It's okay.
you have such good intentions.
Oh. How can we be better?
How much time you have?
I think we're going to have to call it on our bowling game anyway, so I've got all night.
Great.
He's like sitting there genuinely like be yes, Sam. Be me the Nightcrawler.
I'd like my Oscar, please.
We're gonna turn the page as they turn the valves, the pressure diminishes and the filtration system is saved. And on the other, as we turn the page, we see Blair. You've gotten your neighbor back to a couple of friends that she'll be staying with inside the building, and police and firefighters and all are starting to make their way, and they're going to be very confused. But
Yeah, I
this
would like
is-
to not be here. I will not be interacting with the public servants. No.
where would you like to go?
Where I theoretically sent all my friends to all I have are coordinates.
Okay. On the next panel, we see Moment and Kevin going, really like Terminator. Oh, that's
No, not exactly, because I don't think there's much interplanetary travel in Terminator.
also
Maybe a combination of Star Wars
yeah,
and
no,
your Terminator.
that sounds about as bad as your first sandwich. That's when there is just lightning that appears in the building, and suddenly Blair is there.
Whoa.
Blair?
Oh, hey.
I didn't know you could do the lightning.
Yeah, I learned a new trick. And I think she collapses, actually. I think that's what happens.
That's really good.
Like an adrenaline.
Yep.
If only this was that game.
Yeah, the moment will rush to their sides.
Well, we get to test this out, and in the laboratory area is also a med facility. He goes, all right.
There's a moment where you see Moment just trying to drag
Yes,
his
yeah.
body.
Yeah. Moment, again, about 3.5 feet tall, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. Let me help. And Kevin, but you hear his back like snap, crackle, and pop like a full bowl of Rice Krispies. In between the two of you,
I
you-
do.
Go ahead. Oh, please.
I was gonna say that Blair perhaps comes to halfway to the
Partway through being
like when
lifted
my
back.
arm goes and just like lets it happen. Like it's like
And you just hear we don't know you coming to again. We just go, it's okay, Blair. We've got you.
We got you, kid. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be. Watch
be okay.
the head.
Okay,
Ooh,
watch
watch the head. All right.
My bad. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's all right. Lift with your knees, not with your back. It's one of those.
Okay.
I don't think I needed the med bay before, but now I might.
Oh, you're awake.
Yeah, we did it.
It's just like arm flop back to the ground. What the hell?
What happened? Are you okay?
I think the answer is I don't know to both of those questions. What the fuck is this place?
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me.
Yeah, I thought we were coming to like a warehouse or something. And she'll like get up and like kind of shake it off.
Kid,
Mostly.
how fast are you going these days?
I don't know. I just ran faster than an explosion, so whatever that is, that's news to me.
What do you mean you ran faster than an explosion?
I mean, I picked up an explosion and I dropped it in the ocean before it exploded.
He immediately goes and clicks a remote, and the scene in Terminator drops, and he goes to the news, and there's helicopter footage of the building that was, you know, the banner on the news says explosion ? Because everybody saw it blow up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but lightning undid the explosion, and like the newscaster is confused, and Kevin
too.
looks at you like,
Yeah, a lot happened in about 2.5 minutes. I'm still working on it. Where's Banff, by the way?
I,
I have no clue. I came to. We came
No one
here.
in this
Shift
family
was here a
can
moment
follow
ago, but Shift
instructions.
left as well.
Nobody can fucking follow directions. I swear to God. Okay. I'm gonna check their location on my phone.
You won't give me follow directions. I'll give you some follow directions.
is Bass location accurate?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of has to be if you have a speedster and a teleporter, or we will like, this isn't the first time we've gotten lost in the grocery store, where the grocery store is the city of New York.
Yeah. I think there's also like there was like a week in like 2015 where like out of spite we both turned our like locations off for each other, and like a very stupid comedy of errors happened, and we were begrudgingly were like, fine, no matter how mad we are at each other, we can't fucking turn this shit off. We need to know.
Although sometimes I'm like, I don't know, on a moon or something.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
actually on a moon. Why would I
Yeah.
want to be on a moon? Like,
Alright.
but I
There's nothing in
could is the
space.
point.
Yeah.
I could.
So,
Mhm.
so you see that Banff is at the water filtration center.
You get a text, "You good?" question mark.
Banff would have 2 text messages, one from
Yep,
Shift
I
and
know.
one
I
from
have
Blair.
I have them in my queue here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I better just be like, excuse me, Mr. Colossus.
It's Nightcrawler. Okay, and he just watches you walk away from him.
While Blair's texting, I think you see Moment bring over a sandwich that Kevin has made and a sandwich that Moment has made, and offers them both to Blair, and just goes, if running is anything like traveling through time, you might need some energy. Here you go.
Actually, they might need. She eats both sandwiches, by the way. I'm prefacing that she will eat both sandwiches.
Okay, now that 2 PCs have eaten this thing, I am going to need the recipe for a
Okay.
special moment. What is
A
this
special
sandwich?
moment.
I heard fruit and vegetables, so I'm
Yeah,
throwing
it's
my first ingredient I'm throwing out there is watermelon slices.
Yes, okay, 100% watermelon slices. I think there's
Like slabs, like not cut in triangle, like a slab
a
of
slab
like
of
how you cut spam for a sandwich, but it's like, yeah.
100%. I think there's like just awfully.
Oh, it's
cut
a terrible
carrots.
moment. Thank you, Jared.
It's a
There's a
terrible moment.
terrible-
Yes, it's a terrible moment.
Mhm.
I think he calls it just a moment sandwich, but I like the idea that everyone else calls it a terrible moment. I think there's like terribly irregularly cut carrots in there.
Carrots, yep. Mhm. You had said beans. There's
Yeah,
like beans or
beans. They
something
just
in there.
emptied the baked beans
Can of
in there.
beans. Mhm.
There's like ham. There's some meats in there, like cold cut
Yeah.
ham.
Oh yeah. Fruits,
Um,
fruits, vegetables, beans, and meats were all on there. Let's see, what else could we come
Watermelon
up with?
slices, carrots, baked beans, some meats.
Some meats,
Some
whatever
meats,
meats were
yeah.
available. Yeah, multiple
Yeah.
meats. I'm trying to think of other
Um,
things you can cut in like a slab to like add like blocked
Exactly.
like cheese, but like it is like the same
It's
thickness.
fully a block of cheese. Yeah.
Like the same thickness and width as the slice of fruit. Like they match. So, like
Yeah.
they sit in there like that. Yeah. So it's like that
Yeah.
thick. Yeah. Mhm.
I think it's very specifically cheddar cheese. I think it's like a block of cheddar cheese.
Yes, like the orange
in
and the
there.
bright
Yeah.
colors. Yeah.
Definitely some like what do you call it? Is it craft cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? We don't
Craft
have
singles?
like
Yeah.
American
Craft singles,
cheese
yeah.
is broadly the
Yeah.
It's cheese plus an emulsifier.
But
plus
Mhm.
water.
yeah.
You're thinking craft singles, the ones in the individually packaged.
Yeah, the individually packaged. Yeah.
So like a block
Um,
of cheddar and also the craft
And
singles.
also craft singles.
I love
yeah.
that. I love that.
Um,
Variety.
And probably, I don't know, ketchup and mayo as well.
Yeah.
In there.
Okay, yeah, this
Mhm.
moment is it's cursed and terrible.
Mhm.
There
That
is
is what
nothing
we
lovable
did-
about this. Wow.
That is
Mhm.
the Bleer wolf down.
The thing
Oh.
is, Bleer just needs calories, like needs carbohydrates, calories, like just needs to refuel always. But like right now in particular, that is the most energy she has output ever. So I think
While
she's just like,
Bleer's
thanks,
eating.
sandwiches. Hmm
While Blair's eating, you see Moment look over Kevin just very smugly as they see Blair chow down on their sandwich. See, it's good.
And then she eats both. She probably eats Moments first because before she notices what it is, and then we'll eat Kevin's sandwich.
Kevin is just watching it hard.
Are your
He's
taste
seen her
buds
eat
deleted?
stupider shit. What?
I wonder if your taste buds are deleted, like or delayed. Like you just
Maybe.
and you're like, okay, and then like a moment or two later, you're like, oh.
Unclear. Eating the honestly, she probably eats the next sandwich fast enough for it to like none of it registers. Like
Yeah.
she's just like
coffee of like good sandwich, bad sandwich, all at once. Like
it's just sandwich. She just needed food really badly. Yeah, Kevin's seen her eat some stupid shit. Like this cannot be like the most. Well, no, it could probably be the strangest thing all at once, but like. This isn't that shocking to him, I think.
yeah.
Just to answer Mel's question about tomatoes. No, those are gross. Why would Moment put a tomato on the sandwich?
It is
Ugh,
the fruit
gross.
of it.
Disgust.
So Beth, you got your 2 texts.
Oh, yes. So
The first one from Shift.
yeah, it was like, where am I at? Do I want to drink?
Yep.
I can be anywhere. I don't drink things.
Reply is just a pin location.
And then Blia, I don't know. Blia said things and I just automatically filtered them out. So I forgot what you texted me. What did you text me?
You good ?
Yeah. YE.
Cool.
Because
Then
now
I'm-
I have if you're good enough to text,
Yeah.
I don't have
Literally,
to worry about you anymore.
That's the whole thing. Is like, okay, they're fine. They'll let me know if they need something.
Exactly.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, then I'm chilling.
Pause a little longer.
hmm
Surreptitious photo and roll eyes emoji.
Oh
So you
God,
understand what I'm working with here.
what the hell? Ew. She texts back, ew.
You take a picture of the X-Men and go,
Response, double exclamation point, like
Yeah, literally. Get well. She texts back, get well soon.
sick emoji with the little thermometer.
You literally.
See, this is why I tolerate it.
Okay,
Again,
Banff
I want
is.
my Oscar. I'm being mean to Nightcrawler.
We love Nightcrawler in this house.
I love Nightcrawler so much.
We love Nightcrawler
More
so
watching
much.
Big D and Dash, where I get to just like he's very sweet. Also, I have the speed of taste.
do you make your way over to
Get-
Shift? And what
Pause.
did you say?
Hold on. Pause. Give to me. Give to me. Speed of
really?
taste.
Early investigations of human taste behavior demonstrated tastes can be detected within only 200 milliseconds, meaning a fifth of a second, meaning like you can do the math on how many miles you can go in that amount of time. And that more complex taste judgments, such as identification and discrimination, take 100 to 200 milliseconds longer. This is from a 2018 review in eNeuro. As soon as you taste it, evidence for sequential and parallel processing of gustatory information.
And I would also like to add that
Way too fast.
with speedsters, everything is faster. So, like, your speed of taste would be faster. Look, just as fast as everything else you do. So
just immediate and then like literally there and gone.
It's there and then it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
There and
So
gone again.
he tasted every piece of that. That was nasty.
Yeah. Well, just fast doesn't necessarily mean got it all, like kept it all. Like she just fucking wolfed
Don't
both of
knock
them
it till
down.
you try it. Actually, Noir, I think you should make the sandwich and then taste it for yourself.
I'm just imagining the reason I said watermelon is because it would add just a heinous like texture, moisture level
Yeah,
to the sandwich.
like,
So
it would
now
be
with
gross.
everything else, I'm imagining like with
That
the carrots and the bread and the meat and like all of it with the like just all of them. I wanted just a horrible. Yeah, now I'm
He definitely
imagining the
uses-
texture of that.
Did
He
the
definitely
day
uses like
come?
the ends of the loaf. He uses the ends of the loaf for the sandwich as well. Just to, just all of the parts that most people don't like. Moment is like, yeah, this seems normal. This is what Earthlings eat, right?
Yeah, should the day come where we ever do a Noirvel fundraiser, that is definitely gonna be
Oh, the terrible moment! Yes.
Let's go.
eating the
I would eat a terrible moment for like a
For
fundraiser,
charity?
for like a charity. Yeah,
I'd
I would do that.
There's very little I wouldn't do for charity, so yeah, I did a terrible moment for charity.
Have you seen the roll for sandwich TikToks?
Yes, they're disgusting.
No.
I think that's what that would need to be.
But we turn the page, and Banff, you are making your way. Well, You're there in an instant to the pinned location on shift.
All right, where am I?
You're you're right outside of a small bodega that has great Cuban food. So really, you don't drink like anything? No, I've had to have seen you drink water or something by now. Like you've never had.
Nope, I do not consume any fluids.
I feel like that is like even in our world of superpowers, that is somehow just not a viable way to live.
You know, take it up with my incredible, miraculous mutant chemistry.
Shift is going to do something that he's never done before.
Mhm.
Okay.
Shift's going to copy Bam's power and not ask for permission beforehand.
Ooh, now let's take a look at this. Let's see how copy power works.
Oh, I can put it there in the chat.
Pop it right.
Copy power says the character picks one power a target within 10 spaces has and duplicates it. They can now use it as if it was always theirs. When the character uses such a power, they must pay any cost normally as well. There isn't a tell. It doesn't say that the other person knows. And so, in full transparency, we did our safety checks, and Jake asked permission from Sam just in case anybody's like, what the fuck? Where's the hands? No hands needed here. But
See,
yeah.
Here's the hands that I'm going to get from Sam. No. Cool.
Just one finger per hand, don't worry.
Sam only needs one hand.
Is there a way, like, what's the best way to get you all the powers? Because this is all the powers.
Correct. I really am only looking to use your power of teleportation.
Do you understand how many powers go into that power?
There's
so many powers per
Noir
power
can
here?
duplicate your character and send it to me.
Right. Yeah. That sounds like the right.
As
the right
Noir has
thing.
done that to many other characters that I have copied.
It's a little messy. Like I should have cleaned up in here. There's there's some rework in like some of the reactions. I think I could make a little bit nicer, but you know.
So essentially, the
it'll
power
be
that
good.
you'll be taking is teleport 2, which says outside of combat, the character can teleport up to 1,000 times their rank in spaces away. Each space is 5 feet. Your rank is 4, so that's 4,000. That's 4,000.
20,000.
Yeah, so it's a little bit under a mile. Well, 1,000 times rank, so 4,000 spaces. 4,000 times 5. So now we're 20,000 feet. So 5,200 feet per mile. So, call it 5. You're doing a little, you're doing around, 4 miles per Banff?
Yeah.
Give or take.
And these are instantaneous, but it does cost focus every time you do it. But yeah, you that's what you got.
They don't teleport too? Okay.
Cool. And go, so really, yeah, okay. All right. Well, if you don't drink things, what were you up to? What were you doing before this?
Oh. I was dealing with some water. So what did you want?
I wanted to hang, wanted to chat, wanted to talk. We don't get to spend time together. Is that so much to ask for?
Yeah, but we don't talk.
Yeah, hence the reason why I asked you to hang out. Plus, I have a problem I need you to help me out with.
What's that?
So, you know how we don't like Xavier and his buddies, right?
What does he say?
What if I maybe possibly have been talking to some mutants that I met and maybe sort of kind of been, recruiting them?
Recruiting them for what? Selling your shift scout cookies?
Shift scout cookies. Ooh, that's a really good.
No,
I'm gonna take.
it's not a good business proposition.
I like that. No, not to use them. The name Shift Scout Cookies. It's very cool.
Yeah.
No. What I want to do is I would like. No, sorry. No, that's not. No, it's just that they were out there and they were getting beat up, and I needed to help them out. And I don't know. I'm trying to protect some of our fellow mutants. Is that so bad?
So this then goes back to the thing you wanted from me, yeah?
Yeah. So one of them is a kind of a problem.
Yeah?
Yeah. So like I was just trying to show him how he could stand up for himself, and then he proceeded to try to take all of the liquid out of someone and kill them.
You fuck it. I'm gonna need you to cut this panel away before I
Yeah, we're gonna go back to perfect. We're gonna go back to base. What is Moment and Bleer up to? As honestly, Kevin is just sitting watching the news footage. There are a bunch of people that when the explosion went up, they recorded it with their cell phone, lightning strike, and then the fire is in the water. It's the strangest thing anybody has ever seen, and it looks like a natural phenomenon. Just he goes, pink lightning. What the hell? What are you doing?
As I'm watching it, and I think this is more of a limitation of the cameras being used, but do you think with Moment being I think Moment's movement and perception of time is slightly different because of his agreement with it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I could, like, watching it, other people see a blur? Do I catch Blair? Do I see like a single frame of Blair?
What's the standard frame per second on like a phone camera?
I'm going to say this is somebody who knows to record with the back camera horizontally in full HD. So we're looking at a 4K quality capture of this. I'll say go ahead and roll me a vigilance. Target number is going to be just 15 to see if you're able to like perceive this a bit better than most.
15 exactly.
yeah. You in fact, you tell me what this looks like as you're watching the footage, and the way you perceive things are a little different.
Yeah, so I think to most people, it just looks like a blur, if even that, across the camera. But just purely because of Moment's Moment has to perceive time slightly differently for his time travel and spatial travel to work the way it does. And I also think it's also like I've not said on this on Streampunks Presents, but the kind of agreement he has with time, which allows him to move through it. There's almost like he can essentially ask time to be like, can you slow down a little bit right there so I can see that. So there's a moment, so you kind of see a moment where it seems like a Moment is moving, like standing still, but like, you know, there's when you see like a sim go idle, you do those idle kind of bobs, but then in like sped up a little bit as he like slows down time around him so he can get a better look at this footage. And he sees still a blur, still barely seen. Probably maybe I've only seen like the shoe of Blair in the corner as they whiz by, and I'll just turn to Blair and just go, I didn't know you could move that fast. I don't think I've met anyone that could move that fast.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. The pink is new too. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think it looks good.
That's good to know. Yeah, I don't know. That guy, the Gigante dude, hit me with something, took my speed away. That freaking sucked. I don't want to do that again. And for some reason, it came back more. So I don't know what that means.
Wait. Oh. Wait. Stay there. They kind of look
I'm
at you. Go, stay there, and I'm gonna
staying.
teleport. And so there was when I was talking to, I think it was Gigante, who I was talking to in the apartment. But he pulled out a kind of, was it like a syringe or something that I like teleported away.
Yeah, he was trying to hit you with the same nullifier that he was hitting everybody else with.
No, he didn't hit it with me. He said that your friend is going to want this, I think, as he held it and gave it to me.
Yeah. So that,
and then I was like, I don't, you're not buying me with whatever this thing is. So I teleported it away. I like to teleport to that location.
You took one of the like I don't know if it was like a bullet or like a dart or something, and like you unloaded the gun, got rid of those. What he gave you was
the antidote.
He gave you
it's the gun
tells moment that if Blair wants to opt out to call, he gave you a card or something, didn't he?
I do recall that there is, and it's still occurring, a poison that is spreading, which is eating your speed, which is why you have to tap into a different speed. He gave Moment a sample of something that will nullify the effects for a time.
See.
You will eventually have to come to him to get your speed back, your regular speed.
Okay.
And that is what Moment has. He has this syringe. So
I think, because I do think I teleported that way. So I'm gonna I want to teleport away from this base to the location I teleport it to. Probably some landfill. I probably just tossed it and teleported away to somewhere where I feel like no one would be around. But I want to teleport there, look around, pick it up, and then teleport back, and go. That guy, he said you might want this if you want to opt out or something like that. I don't know. And I'll hand it over to Blair.
Blair, when you look down at where you got hit, the blackness that is creeping up on your veins is still there, and you look at it is still spreading. You are unable to access super speed without the loud pink lightning. Like the way you moved before, it is gone, and you can feel whatever's inside you eating it away.
That's gross. I'm not gonna just inject myself with something without knowing what it is. Is there like a...
Oh, you probably shouldn't. I threw that on the ground and it's been there for hours, so it's maybe not sanitary.
No, I don't want to do... I also just... I don't know what it is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what any of this is. What... I assume... I feel like at this point you've like filled her in on the features of the base. I don't know. Maybe we toss it at one of those fancy machines and see if any of it can figure out what this is and what this thing is.
We can give it a go. I can't say I'm very good with any of your techs. I hope you are.
It's fancy enough. I'm sure it will tell me how to do it.
And as you both make the decision to test out your gear, we turn the page with Shift and a very upset looking Bam.
Oi!
I don't know what I did to deserve that, but I assume that there's a story behind this.
That was everything that got exposited you in between the panels.
Yeah.
That was minutes long tirades punctuated. But you can consider yourself as having been fully updated with the events, albeit recounted in the maximally colorful language and with a few choice nouns that I would let someone else distribute. But I
Choice
think we know
nouns?
during announcements why you don't get those anymore. You name things.
I do name things.
You name things, and I don't like it.
Okay. So he's a supervillain. Cool.
You make supervillains now. Cool.
Okay, first of all, 50% of the people that I have talked to are supervillains. Not all of them. The other kid was was cool.
What? You're not talking to me?
First of all,
I'm right in front of you.
I didn't pick you up and like try to convert you into a cult or like an organization like the.
You're trying to convert Lencha Park kids into a cult?
First of all, I was just using it as an expression. I'm not trying to create a cult. If I was going to create a cult, I would continue acting more often, and I would just go the Jared Leto route because like he's gonna just keep getting bigger and more popular, and they're gonna keep putting him in movies even though they all flop. But he's a part of a cult, so like, what are you gonna do? You know, I'd go that route, not the mutant route, because if you go the mutant route, then they're gonna hate you. So,
and they're not going to hate us for wrecking the water of this whole island because the X-Men saved the day. And they just like, they take a lap around the block, but it's just bam, 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 bam.
So I need a drink. I know that you don't drink anything, but would you like to go grab a drink? You can sit there and stare at me while I drink and we can talk.
I told my cousin I was going to show up at the place that Kevin McCullough was supposed to go. Remember all that? There was a bit of a mess in his shop.
Yeah. All right. Well, then thanks for stopping by, I guess.
You could come by. See Blia. Apparently she's there.
All right, yeah, sure. You wanna bamf us there?
Bam bam.
I and moment in Bleer, you hear the familiar poof as Shift and Bamp show up, and Kevin is just watching the replay of the explosion over and over again.
This fucking guy, let me tell you. Blia?
Yeah, a lot happened.
They walk up to Blia and then like to the side, and they What's wrong with you?
Unclear at this point. I can do this now, and she armed through the wall.
Oh,
It's kind of freaking me out.
I'm
But,
curious.
like-
Do you crackle with pink energy when you do this? Because it's from.
I mean, very minutely. I think the big
Yeah.
energy is when she
The
goes
big one,
like
yeah.
runs, but it's not her whole body. It would be where the arm is that she is the atoms that she's
Like-
moving quickly.
'cause he's,
The
like,
line
moving,
around
yeah.
it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
the line around it. Yeah.
when did you get turned into a sparkler?
About an hour and a half ago.
Wait, stay right there. Stay right there. And Shift runs around to the other side, wherever the wall is, and then high fives Blair.
Okay, that was pretty funny. She flicks you off because no one else can see it. And she brings her arm back through.
You know what, chat? Yes, you can. I am giving chat once per episode the ability to spin an ox point to summon an NPC. And I have something for this. Canon cameo.
Please don't let it be. Please don't let it be.
You all here? I hope you don't mind, but it's nice to see that you're putting this place to use. And Sue just kind of comes down the ramp looking. This ox point spit by the ox crew is going to be from Aether Spoon. I like ox crew being able to spin one ox point a game. That's pretty cool. Sue is just looking and goes, "That's no." Sorry, I got the signal that this place was being used, and I just wanted to, if you have any questions.
Yeah, I don't know how to use any of this stuff, but a guy shot me with a thing that makes my speed bad, and now I have different speed, and we would like to not. I don't want to. He poisoned me, and I don't really want to use his solution. That feels like a bad call. And I don't know science stuff. Okay,
and you? He points at Moment.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Susan Storm. This is my facility. Well, this is one of my facilities. This is your facility. It used to belong to me, but it's yours now.
Mine now. Thank you for the gift of this facility. My name is Moment. I don't have anything to give you right now. At least nothing on the scale of a facility.
Well, you're actually why I'm here.
The
biologs for these four I recognize, but yours was unfamiliar, and when I ran a check, it was noted that you appeared at our facility, the Baxter building. So I just wanted to come face to face with the person that was able to elude Reed's systems.
To be fair, we also did that.
To be fair, I didn't know there were systems. I just showed up. So are you going to try to arrest or confiscate my equipment?
I'm going to ask your permission to study it for a time, if that's all right with you. No?
No.
That's fair.
I think there's like some space-time continuum junk.
It's also mine.
It's also theirs.
There always is. I'm going to work on something to help you all get a handle on these machines. It'll be like I'm not even here. Kind of like.
I might be dying. Is that? Can I?
Yeah.
She like pulls over the shirt.
Now
that too. I'm less worried about that at the current moment. And she like pulls over her shirt and like the black like veins that are like. It's like
she really should be worried about the other thing though. Like it's.
I'll get there. I'll get there. This one seems more pressing.
You look like you ate a firework.
It's not my fault. I don't think.
So
sorry.
Dark matter infection. Uncomfortable, annoying, but treatable. It is. You have the ability to output a fantastic amount of energy, and this is consuming that. Easy enough to fix. This is pretty common. When Johnny came back from the negative zone, he had a time or two. I'm gonna need a couple of samples. I'm gonna need you to lay down. And have you had any fluids recently?
No, but I had 2 sandwiches.
Let's get you some water. She goes full doctor mode at this point. Like, it is just taking care of you. What are the rest of you doing while Sue is taking care of Bleer?
I assume Banff is laughing at how deeply uncomfortable Bleer is being fretted over.
I mean, I don't know. I'm laughing about that, but you have to remember, I'm also laughing about how it's making that negative zone infection you picked up there sound. Do you know what that sounds like? Oh my god. You sound ridiculous. I was gonna get you something to drink or whatever, but there's some weird math stuff on the vending machine, so it's broken.
So the rest of the night
Damn,
is
if only someone could reach through walls and get you a snack, huh? That would be really nice.
Damn,
Yeah.
well, see, then you could have your little drinky drink. Unfortunately, you are now an after effects.
Shut the fuck up. There's it's just this back
at
and
that
forth.
point that Sue creates a bubble in between you and Bam.
Oh my god, it's
fuck?
like family reunion day again.
I'm gonna need my client, my patient, to have rest. So if you two could just, like, you can see her trying to hold on to that level of professionalism as much as you can.
I have a
If you-
question about an interaction between 2 power sets.
Okay.
Or
Bam.
can you just bump into it? Yeah.
Mhm. As quickly as you can bamf, she can move the bubble. So it's just like bamf in the bubble, bubble moves.
Yeah, she got lightning actions?
So the bamf would go first, but as soon as you settle, it's moving. Like,
So you get like a couple of words in before the bubble moves, and then you're moving it, but
That's
you do
fine.
get your
That's
time
fine.
within the bubble. Like you get your time within the bubble.
Exactly.
But for the most part, the rest of the night is just going to be Sue tending to Bleer, trying to stave off Bamf.
They get bored eventually, but then they do come back and hassle, I'm sure.
I mean, the thing is, if I didn't hassle you, you wouldn't think I cared about you.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I'm
exactly.
caring enough to bother your doctor about it.
Exactly.
Shift and moment. What would you two like to be doing?
So one, I was actually going to ask. Sue Storm could literally just put bubbles around Bam's ears.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that's an option for.
I think that's where it gets to at the end, where it's just like, all right.
On whom?
On Bleer, like essentially
Bleer wouldn't be able to
invisible
hear you.
noise canceling headphones.
All right, so at that, Bamf will put their phone down because they've just been bamping while they've been, checking the socials. They put the phone down. And they just start sighing.
Yep.
You will never know peace, Bleer. You will never know peace.
But shift in moment. What are you doing for the rest of the night?
I love you, you piece of shit.
I think seeing Banff and Blair being taken care of and being there. I've only known it for like an hour, but I think like
Well,
been
you
known
know,
for like
them
half
in the
a day.
future. You know them
Yeah,
from the
I know
future.
them in the
that
future. That's true, actually. Yeah,
we've known you
forgot about
for
that.
we've known you for
Yeah.
a couple of hours.
Yeah.
You've known us for
I
ages.
forgot about that. Yes, I have known them for quite a while, but they've only known me for a few hours. So seeing them back to normal of like pestering each other and also being checked on by someone who seems to know what they're doing with this archaic, vintage technology they have this building filled with. I think that I relax a little bit, but I do, especially after seeing the footage that Kevin, I imagine, has been like watching over and over again. I'll turn to shift, I think. I had no idea people were like this here as well.
Like
Putting
what?
innocence in danger.
Oh, as in like the bad guys trying to kill people, or what are you talking about?
Yes, they tried to a whole building of just innocent bystanders.
Yeah, that's you. There's that, and then there was someone that poisoned the water. All in the same night. Gotta love New York.
Have they been apprehended,
Apprehended?
rehabilitated?
No to both of those things. But people were not poisoned, so that's a good thing, and no one died in the explosion. So I guess chalk went up to the good guys, right?
What then? Who did it? Where are they? Are we going to deal with that?
Yes, that's the plan. But I mean, Blair's kind of poisoned. I have an audition tomorrow. There's a lot going on, so like we got to figure some stuff out. But
audition.
Oh yeah, sorry. And then I like wipe my face and I turn into John Alpine, and then I'm like, you also don't know who this is.
No.
Yeah. So my daytime, I'm an actor. I'd say C list, maybe scraping their way up to B, maybe character actor one day. I'm gonna be one of those guys that you always see in the background. You're like, I know who that is because you've seen me a million times, but you can never remember their name.
Were you in Terminator?
Who in Terminator?
Were you in Terminator?
Was I in Terminator? No, I was not in Terminator. I was in Kung Fu Carrot though. If you want to.
Oh, Kevin didn't show me that one.
No. I think you guys were on like a kick with post-apocalyptic. That one is not. That one is a bunch of white people pretending to be vegetables in an Asian inspired kung fu story.
None of that made sense to me.
It's okay. It'll come to you. You'll have a moment.
I see what you did there.
Sue, after putting the earphones on, Bleer goes, "All right, everyone, it's bedtime."
Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh gosh, don't do that. That's gonna make it so much worse. Bamp and Bleer are gonna do everything that they possibly can to disobey that, right?
You're worse than Ben and Johnny, the two of them. It's like, all right, don't go to sleep. What does it matter?
Look, I'm just trying to help you out. Don't give them unless you're like, hey, go save the day, like giving them like bedtimes or like curfews or anything like that. It's just you're begging a teleporter and a speedster who are family, and that their only form of affection is to yell at each other. You're gonna tell them what to do. Like I feel like.
Yes, and you see she flicks her hands open, and the closet, there's a closet that opens, and 4 blankets, just one on Bamf, one on Bleer, one on Moment, and one on you, Shift. Bed time now. You're all exhausted.
A blanket comes down. I turned into lightning today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty fucking wired still. I'm really sorry. I know that I need to rest. I'll try to sit still, but you need to understand what I'm dealing with internally currently is a lot of jitters.
You're talking when you should be sleeping. Sleep.
It's not gonna happen.
The moment the blankets landed over Moment's face, very much like a bird where you put a blanket over the cage. Moment is out cold. He's just asleep on the floor.
I'll get there, but I can't do that shit when I had there's something weird here inside of my speed. I will work on it. I know I need to rest because stuff is happening and I'm poisoned or something. But I just throwing it out there that I am pretty.
I am working on it. and I promise we will restore your speed, but you have to give your body the best fighting chance it could have, and that's rest.
I can do that. I can't promise sleep. That's all I'm saying. I will try, but it's doesn't come easy on a good day.
She just goes, I swear. And then she goes to tuck a moment and see like he's completely
Ooh.
out. And then they're both gone. Oh no, I took Sue with me. No.
What did just
So Banff has been just a blanket ghost, and you can see through the blanket the glow of their phone. They've just been scrolling, and at one point they Banff into the kitchen, grab something off the counter, and Banff back before the blanket falls, so they adjust a blanket ghost again because they don't care. This is how unbothered they are. But then the blanket ghost pauses. Banff's back out to the dorm where they definitely just heard Moment and Sue Storm. They were just here.
Yeah, they're not anymore.
God, fucking teleporters. And with zero self-awareness, eats the snack.
Okay. They were asleep, though, is the thing. They were asleep. Do you teleport in your sleep? I've never seen you sleep teleport. Not since, like, the 8th grade.
It was one time, and I was, like, kind of awake, and it was a weird dream, okay?
It was noteworthy is all I'm saying. That their thing is not just space, though. It is time.
Shift, you're about to say something?
Shift goes, well, I'm gonna listen to Sue, and I'm just gonna head off to bed. So, see y'all later. I walk into the room, and unaware of how Banff's power works, I know that Banff can teleport. Shift teleports to the furthest distance. He is thinking of Los Angeles. He is thinking of his house, and he Banff's 5 miles. And he goes, oh, fuck. And then he Banff's 5 miles, Banff's 5 miles, Banff's 5 miles, Banff's 5 miles.
Because that's not the way that Banff does it. Banff does their long distance differently than they do their normal port.
I am going to ask you to make me just 3.
Okay. I'm willing to spend all 180 of my focus on this, by the way.
You're gonna, so by the time
TP2
you
doesn't
get...
cost anything.
Huh?
TP2 doesn't cost anything.
Oh, it does it? It doesn't.
Yeah.
You're right.
No.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's range limited, but yeah, you can plink. I have to pay for the big Banffs.
That means that I just need you to make me 3 vigilance checks. Target number is going to be 18. You're going to want to pass all of these.
22.
Okay.
22.
15. I would like to use a karma or an ox point.
Okay. Go ahead. Use that ox point. This ox point will be coming to us by way of Lord Portco.
Your torpedo ship.
It's an 18.
18.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
Third one.
All right. Third one. Here we go. 12.
Ooh.
I would like to use a karma point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Karma will allow a full reroll. Go ahead.
A reroll, right?
Full reroll.
The full reroll.
18.
There we go.
For a second there, you almost teleported into a brick wall.
Oh, awesome.
And that would have been devastating.
Sucked.
I imagine, I was thinking, I teleport and then I like teleport at the same plane of existence I'm at, and I'm like over the Grand Canyon, and I'm like, oh!
Like, yeah, there was one point where you teleport and you just manifest on the expressway, and right when a Mack truck is about to hit you, but you make it there safely.
And I get into my bed. Okay, so we have done the math. 2,810 miles. Is that the distance?
Yes, you will have to commit approximately 743 BAMFs.
So a round is like 5 seconds or something, 10 seconds.
I get in my bed and I go to sleep.
So here's the cool thing about teleport 2. You can do it as a move action. You can do it as an action. And I think you can do it as a reaction. No. So
Yep, that's
you
the
can
other one.
teleport twice every 5 seconds. So it kind of puts that into perspective. It's not good. This is not an all night long thing. But
I think that I think this is just exhausting for
yeah.
This is, first of all, the first time he's have I used Bam's power before? I think I have.
Yeah, but you've done it for like quick.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
think
you
it was
did
like
little mini BAMFs, yeah.
Yeah.
Little bitty baby BAMFs for babies.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is me trying to go full force, full distance, and I'm like, this is miserable.
It's gonna take you about an hour.
Okay, yeah. So an hour of me just blinking into existence over and over and over and over again.
Assuming
for an
maximal
hour.
efficiency, yeah.
Yeah. This is exhausting. I like, if you're not used to it, there's no way that this is not just completely exhausting.
Yeah.
And
Oh my gosh, Bamfing that way, Bamf will be exhausted.
yeah. So
Ooh.
Shift just stands there at the edge of his bed, still clothed, and just as he's falling forward into bed, you see his Shift disguise go away, and he plops into bed as his real self.
Question:
Yes.
does he sleep, Bamf?
Well, here's the thing. I have to concentrate to keep the power. So as soon as I fall asleep, I do not have the power.
Bye, Bamfy. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I know what problems I've put myself into.
Good. I love this. I love this.
You beat me to the punch, you motherfuckers. But the panel of the panel of Shift plopping into bed is the last one for our comic today. So thank you all so much for watching. I want to do a very special call out to Caitlin's call for mutual aid. Caitlin, if I could have you just give us the details one more time.
Yes. So, Jana is a young girl from Palestine. She's a young artist. She and her family were obviously, as many were, affected by everything that's happened the past year and change. Her and her family are going home this week. As of yesterday, they've started to move home, and everybody needs kind of a little bit of extra assistance right now. But Jana and her family are the ones that I have been in contact with through most of this year, and so I just want to give them a special shout out because I'm just very happy for them. And so Jake put the link in chat. Their GoFundMe is open and active, and they are. I mean, I know some people are worried about it, but they are a vetted GoFundMe. I've spoken with Jana, and I'm just very, very happy for them. So if you have anything to spare that you could toss their way, that would be really, really cool. And a great way to start the new year is for them to have just a little bit of an extra help, for their move back home.
Hell yeah. I've seen the good that y'all can do. Whatever you can, it's always appreciated, and I'm always wowed by y'all. Again, our direct relief charity drive, $12,069.69. You all are absolutely incredible. You're an amazing force for good. And speaking of amazing forces of good, let's go and say goodbye to our heroes. We're going to start with let's start with, you know what, you've already got you going, Caitlin. Why don't you kick us off?
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I have been Bleer, and I took an explosion out of a building today, so no one can say shit to me right now. I'm feeling delighted by that. Thanks all for hanging out. We'll see you next time.
All righty. And Sam, where can we find you and what you're up to?
Yeah, when I am not giving my cousin literally infinite shit that cannot be stopped by any power, mortal, mutant, man, nothing. Absolutely not a single thing in this world. You can find me as Sam DeLev, a human Twitch streamer. And my schedule is up there on twitch.tv/lovely, DELEVELY. You can also check out my YouTube channel. I need to get a thumbnail, and then y'all will know the good word of nanopasta. It really is pasta, but they made it nano. Why? Find out soon. youtube.com/@lovely.
And Drax, tell us a bit about you, where we can find you.
Yeah, I'm Jack or Draconics. Today I played Moment, the sandwich connoisseur of the group. Obviously, I believe Kevin would agree. But you can find me on all socials at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. And I do a bunch of stuff. Just follow me on socials is the best way to find out what I'm doing at any given moment.
All right, and Jake.
Any given moment.
I didn't even catch myself doing that. God damn it.
Damn
That's
it.
good. That's my whole thing. I say that all the time.
You'll stop momentarily.
Catch it.
That was good. My name is Jake. You can find me on Blue Sky because I'm not on any other form of social media right now. I am on Red Note, but I don't post. I just observe. I'm enjoying learning Mandarin slowly.
Yes.
So yes, you can find me there. Stream Wednesday night, Friday night. Come hang out. Watch me paint terribly, and by terribly I mean getting better. I am getting that is the method that I'm going about. It's not bad. It's just that I'm getting better. Yeah.
And I've been your narrator, Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. And it is tradition with all my games to end with an after credit scene, and this, of course, will be no different. We find ourselves in a ravaged world. Zeus standing protectively over a blanketed moment. Moment. The comfiness of the couch you were sitting on is replaced by a hard floor, and you hear the familiar sounds of the heavy footstep of Control. Control being the autonomous robots that control everything in your world. And you hear identification, Susan Storm Richards. And Sue goes, Moment, do you know anything about this?
Can I respond? I don't know if we've ever had like a player in the after credit scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I think underneath the blanket, the moment I hear these heavy footfalls and I even smell the familiar sense of basically burnt earth, of dried bloods, of dust and sand, my sand-filled planet. And I think from underneath the blanket, the moment I hear that almost robotic voice, I'm going to reach out from underneath the blanket and try and teleport just Susan away. Into a building or something, but away from here.
Go ahead and roll me an agility check. Target number 20 with double trouble.
Ooh, okay.
Double trouble.
Well, I have my signature attack, teleport other, which is literally what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I get
that knocks it down to just one trouble.
And this would kind of like a combat use of agility, right? Or would it be out?
This is non-combat because you're not trying to hurt the person you're teleporting.
Okay. In that case, then I also have is that what? No, I don't think actually comes into play here. I had a thing that lets me bump up agility stuff that's not combat. don't know where it is, so I'll just go with that. So that's one trouble. You said difficulty what?
20.
20. I'll roll and then see if I'll use an aux point.
Okay.
I'll need an aux
26.
point.
You literally cannot re-rolling your high. You have to re-roll the highest one, don't you? You can't.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
But even if you can't roll lower than a 20, you literally
25.
can't.
Yeah.
You literally can't
Yeah.
roll lower than a 20.
As you see, I reach out and grab from underneath the blanket. I grab Sue's ankle, and you see this kind of almost green, purple, bluish energy release out of the center of Moment's chest and snake up their arm. It looks very symbiotic. It seems almost like a symbiote, but instead of like a liquid or slime, it looks like gaseous, almost trying to pretend to be a kind of slime as it goes
Aurora
up
Borealis,
Sue.
I believe, is how it's been described in the past.
And it goes up Sue, and it basically engulfs her. She disappears and then reappears as far as I can take her into a building, leaving me behind.
Desperately, you send her as far as you can think. We see in the next panel, she's in a dark room. It lights shine all over, and we see that the room that she's in is a laboratory. And she starts to look around, and she just picks up a data pad and goes, "Who the hell is the scholar?" And that is where we are going to end our episode today. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Excelsior. Bye.